Back at his desk in the Gators Man Cave. Sports with Blake.
Hey everyone. So I want to talk about what Kirk HerbStreit said on players opting out of bowl games. So I can't show the clip, but I can kind of tell you what he said. He kind of seemed a little pissed off about players opting out of these so-called meaningless bowl games. And he went on to say that players opting out, they don't love football. Now, I want to touch on that. Now, years ago, Christian McCaffrey was one of the first ones to do it. He opted out of the bowl game. He was going into the NFL draft. Christian McCaffrey ended up being a top 10 NFL draft pick. Playing in the bowl game, not playing in the bowl game, had no impact on his draft status. NFL scouts are going to have plenty of tape on you. So if a player feels like they need to opt out, if they have heard that they're a first-round pick or even a day 2 pick, a lot of players are opting out now of these so-called meaningless bowl games. Now, when they say meaningless bowl games, what it means is for the first round and the second day picks who decide to opt out. Now, these bowl games still mean something to the fans, and these bowl games mean something to the guys who are projected 5th, 6th, 7th round picks because they still need tape on themselves for the NFL. But I get this old school mentality. Players played 10, 20 years ago in these bowl games, and they weren't called meaningless. But you're looking at a new era of football where these players that are playing in college are making business decisions. And I've said this before. These guys' bodies are worth millions. And what if something happened in a bowl game, which you're not going for a national championship? It's just a bowl game that makes your college millions of dollars, and it doesn't put anything in your pocket. For instance, how about we talk about Matt Corral? First quarter, he goes out with an ankle injury. He's on crutches coming out of the locker room. Now, will that hurt his draft stock? Possibly. He'll still be a first-round pick. But it's funny, like right after Kirk HerbStreit said these comments, Matt Corral goes down with a serious ankle injury. He was on crutches coming out of the locker room. But Matt Corral's injury just shows why these players opt out of these bowl games. But I will say this, Matt Corral, I give him props because he wanted to play for his team. He wanted to play football. He wanted to win his bowl game. But for Kirk HerbStreit to say players that opt out do not love football is absolutely ridiculous. These players love football, but they also love money, and that's what they're going to get when they go into the NFL, and they want to protect their investment, and that investment is themselves. But these bowl games are not meaningless because they're meaningful to a lot of players. So for the players who are opting out, that gives the backups a chance to come in and really showcase what they can do and get ready for the next season. So I'm wondering if Kirk HerbStreit in the next couple of days will kind of elaborate on what he said and maybe backtrack because I think he knows it wasn't very smart to say that. Look, I get 10 years ago, these bowl games were meaningful to everybody, but now these players have gotten smarter. They worry about their body and they worry about the next step in their next journey into the NFL. But hey, I appreciate y'all watching my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.